welcome to Just Cakes. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome, 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 and don't leave without subscribing. For my regular subbies, guys, we have made 70,000. I lied. Okay, I wish we made 70,000. We have made 70 subscribers. Guys, this is really exciting because 60 was a plateau. Like, it was just, we're just there. So 70 finally, and as you know, we are on the road to, I don't know whether to make it 100 or 1,000, but Oksalayo, we are on the road to something. So guys, get these subscribers to 100, 150, 1,000. Get the likes on this video to, guys, come on, like, let's just get to, 100 likes. Let's get this video to 100 likes, and let's get the page to 100 subscribers. So share, like, comment, show on Instagram that you're watching, and yeah, go follow me on Instagram as well. But welcome back, guys, and thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. Now, this is like a really exciting time in terms of like varsity. You can just feel it in the air. It's just like this nice buzz. Is always like, it's fresh, man. There's like fresh energy. So what's happening right now is that there's a whole lot of first years who are starting school. And every year I get excited about this. I always want to be involved with the first years, or like meet some, and like, oh, I hope you guys are not getting that background noise. But I always just want to meet some and, give them some advice. And I love seeing them like grow and experience this first year. So today I really wanted to do a video about surviving first year and just giving like some tips. So I got together with a couple of my friends, and we just discussed some things that we wish we had known in first year, just to make, like, if we think that if we had known these things, maybe like our varsity journey would have turned out a little different. We have no regrets, but had we known these things, maybe we would have made a couple less mistakes. So yeah, guys, let's get right into it. So the first one, this is everybody's trap. We all fall into this trap. Going to class. Guys, go to class, children. Go to class. It is vital to go to class. You miss out on so many things when you don't go to class. You just like don't know what's going on. You're lost. And it's so easy to skip class as well, because you're just like, okay, I just sit there. Because varsity is a lot of like, what is it called? Self-learning? Self-teaching? I forgot what like the actual term is, but you're literally learning everything yourself. So it's really important to go to class, because at least you hear it like the first time. And even if you're not like 100% focusing, at least something went in. You can take a note or two. I don't know how many times I didn't go to class for a section of work, and then I was sitting there and I was like, oh my gosh, why is this number here? And then like I'll text someone, I'll be like, hey, do you know what the answer for this is? Then they'll be like, oh yeah, she told us to do A, B, C, D. And that's something that's just simply not in your notes or in your textbook. So I'd really advise, guys, go to class. Don't miss it. It's just 50 minutes or an hour of your time. If it's 2 hours, it's also just 2 hours. You can go home and sleep and do whatever you want. But just by going to class, half the job is done. So that is really, really important. The second thing, participate. Guys, participate. If you're staying at Raise, participate in Raise activities. If you're just, I don't know, in class, participate in like things that are happening in class. Just if you make friends and they're making plans, participate. It's so important to get to know people, and because you really need people around you. You'll really get depressed just focusing on school and just, sitting in your room all day and trying to study. So it's so important to have people around you, and the only way to like meet new people and to mingle is by participating. So even if your varsity has like societies, really get involved with that kind of thing. It's really good for your CV as well. So it's definitely a thing. Participate, and don't ever feel like, oh, what if I don't fit in, or what if like I don't know anyone else who's going. Just go, and I promise you someone's just gonna grab you and say, hey, I'm gonna be friends with you. And yeah, so definitely participate. The next one is time management. I think generally as a people, like as a society, we struggle with time management. Procrastination station should not be a thing, but it 100% is. You guys will remember from high school that all you did was procrastinate. But it's so important to try and learn to manage your time in varsity, because there's honestly no time to catch up. Like, catching up is not a thing. Catching up is a myth. You cannot catch up on sleep. You cannot catch up on gym. You cannot catch up on school. You cannot catch up on classes. I cannot emphasize how many things you cannot catch up on. So really, guys, do yourself a favor. Get yourself a schedule. Have slots for everything that you're doing. I remember I used to have a friend in first year who literally had a little a timetable, but that had a slot for everything. It even had a slot for like eating, gym, sleeping. And I used to think you're literally obsessing, like your life should not be like this. But he did really, really well in his first year, and actually probably graduated in, well, he did graduate in record time. So honestly, I just feel like you guys should really get that thing going. Have a time for play, have a time for school, have a time for sleep, and just manage your time, guys. Manage your time, because catching up is not a thing. Trying to catch up all the work the night before just really doesn't work. It's not high school anymore. This is varsity. So yeah, my next one, this is like more of a personal. The whole video will be giving some personal advice in terms of being a first year and school advice. So this one is one of the personal ones. Standing your ground. Now, obviously, you've come from high school where you live at home and your parents sort of can semi-manage your life. Then you get, and they've also taught you everything that you know. So be it your values, etc. They've taught you everything that you know, and you sort of keep to it. When you get here, there's nobody to ask you, what time did you get home? There's nobody asking you, why are you drunk? Why are you not going to school the next morning? Guys, stand your ground. So when it comes to friends, of course, the first 2 weeks of varsity, you will have a lot of friends. After orientation, literally, this is how we know you guys are first years. Hi. You literally are so excited and you greet everybody because you still think everybody is your friend. Now, in that process, there's a lot going on because you've all come from different places. And here you are like, oh, let's try this. Oh, my new friend, this person wants to try some weed. Oh, my new friend, this wants to, I don't know, skinny dip or whatever. But the problem is that you need to know where to draw the line and who you are. You need to know when to stand your ground. So if you feel like, you need to already know the things that you feel are a big no-no, a no-go zone for you. If you don't already know those things, set those standards or limits for yourself so that you can already know that, okay, I don't think I want to do drugs. So if my friends are like, let's smoke some weed, then I'm maybe not going to do that. Because peer pressure is a thing, guys, and we don't want anyone losing themselves in this whole process. This is the best time of your life to try new things, but also in moderation and stand in your ground, because it's also the easiest time for your whole life to go to ruins. So yeah, guys, stand your ground. And then the next one is a school thing. So the requirements, guys, knowing the requirements of your university. So be it the requirements to pass a module, whether, because sometimes you need like 60% for a module to be able to do the next module. So know your requirements, know how many credits you need for the year in order to pass, how many credits you must have registered and how many you need to pass. Know what your honors requirements are. Yes, guys, in first year, know what you're working towards, because sometimes people will apply for like honors in third year and it will say this module must have been passed since first year, and you ask yourself like, how was I supposed to know that? So really, it's so important to know your requirements, know what honors is looking for, know what the credits are, know what the requirements are for just tests, and how many tests you have to pass in order to get into the exam. Just know those things, guys. Really acquaint yourself. Ask your lecturers. If you don't understand something, ask a friend. Ask a senior. Definitely try become friends with someone in the year after you. It's also great for passing down textbooks. So yeah, secondhand textbooks are a definite thing because textbooks are expensive. So definitely stand your ground. I mean, did I say stand your ground? Know the requirements. The next one is making friends in class. Like I said, making friends with a senior, make friends in class as well, because there are those days where you end up not making it, or maybe you miss something, or maybe for some odd reason you have timetable clashes or whatever, or you fall sick. Make sure you have a friend in class so that you can be like, hey Sam, how do I do this? Or hey, whoever, how do what happened in class, did this happen? And also having friends in class makes it easier to just like do the group projects, because you know the people and you're familiar with them. It makes it easier to even get help. Like if you don't understand a section of the work, even though you went to class, it's just easy. And also having like study groups, if you guys are keen on that, it's really a great motivation to sit there with your friends till 2 a.m. and you guys are all working hard. You don't feel like you're missing out on any kind of interaction that's happening out there in the world. So guys, definitely make friends in class. And another one that I made a big mistake on was just not, okay, I got half of it right. So this one is getting jobs, getting your learners, getting your driver's license. All of that, try to do it in your first year. This is the most free, yet the busiest you'll be. Okay, no, this is not the most busiest you'll be. You'll feel busy, but you'll realize as you get older that this is not the busiest you've been. Because, wow, no, it's not the busiest you've been. So really try get holiday jobs in the holidays, get some experience, build your CV, get your learners done, get your license done, wherever you are, whatever university you're in, whatever town it's in, or like city, try go to the nearest traffic department there, go get your learners, get your license, because wow, things get busy after this. And if you just don't take advantage of the opportunities, you'll end up being an almost 23-year-old without a license. So it's really important to do that, guys. And if you're going to be in a university that's not close to home, it's also really great to like go to the licensing department that's at your university. Because say you live in Joburg and you study in Stellenbosch. Now it's difficult to get a date in Joburg because you're there for a limit of 3 weeks. Do you get me? So it's easier to get one here because you spend 70 to 80% of your time here. So really, 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 guys, get that done. The next one. I struggled with this one in first year. I think even in second year I still struggled. Money. Money will change. Money as you knew it. Oh, it will be nothing that you thought you knew, guys. Money in varsity just disappears. I've heard people say varsity students are the richest and the poorest people I've met at the same time. And that is true because we get like good sums of money. Varsity students always have money. But then we're also always broke because there's so much to do with it. There's going out, there's eating out, and going out and eating out are two different things. There's lunch in the cafeteria, there's random pizzas, and you know, just a lot of expenses. So I would really like to urge you to know the specials in your town. If you know that, okay, there's a burger special at this place on a Tuesday, and on a Thursday there's a special there. Also, like shopping, when it comes to like doing your groceries, if you're eating from Ray's, great stuff, you're saving, and your parents are paying for it, so you're lucky. But if you're staying privately and you need to be doing your groceries now, guys, you need like, there's online catalogs. Your phone, every shop has an app. Pick n Pay has an app. I don't know about Checkers, but Pick n Pay has one. Woolies has one. They all have catalogs, at least paper catalogs. Go through them. Make sure you know that Colgate is cheaper here than it is there. So definitely know your specials. Be aware of what you're spending your money on. If you can make a budget at the beginning of every month and say, this is how much I'm spending on this, this is how much I'm spending on this, this is how much I'm spending on this, so that you can really try save as well, because this is a time where we get so much money, but we don't really have to use all of it, and we don't save much. And if we got into a habit of saving at this age, imagine what's going to happen when we actually have proper solid jobs. So guys, I would really urge you to start saving right now. Watch your money, go for specials, and don't be afraid to say no if you also can't go out. So yeah, money, money, money. Then there's another one that's very close to my heart, guys. They're all close to my heart. Keeping fit and healthy and active. It is so easy to fall off. It is so easy to fall off. Like between first year and second year compared to third year, there was like a good 20-kilogram weight difference in me. And it's called first year spread, guys. Like first year spread is a real thing. This is when you come to varsity and suddenly your weight changes. And most girls go through this. Some guys, it's either you come and you get really, really skinny, or you get really, really fat. And it's easier to get really, really fat because you're not at home getting those home cooked meals and just there's so much opportunity for you to eat badly, to just grab a pizza, go out for pizza with friends. Oh, I'm hungry, let me just grab a chocolate, fizzy drinks, whatever. No one is monitoring what you're eating, and it's so easily accessible and available to us. Whereas at home, you know, your parents buy fruit and buy this and buy that, and you're limited to the one chocolate that's in the pantry or the one packet of chips that's in the pantry. Here, you can buy 5 if you want to and live off of them. So guys, I would urge you to keep active, join university sports. There's some university sports that's like serious and professional, but then there's some that's just really like just for the fun of it. Join netball, join the soccer team, join res activities. If you're not in a res, just try to get involved. They'll never say no if you stay privately and ask to like participate in a certain res sports. Sign up for the gym, go for run. There's lots of park runs and that kind of thing, and just watch what you're eating. Just keep active and stay exercising and that kind of thing. So this is number 10. Number 10 is vital. If you want to survive and not make varsity awkward for yourself and not dread every day, this is one of the most important pieces of advice I can give you. Do not date anyone in your class. Don't date anyone in your class. Try to, like, you know, if you're in the BCom faculty, date someone in the engineering faculty, date someone in the BA faculty, date someone at theology or law. Try to keep away from dating people in your degree, and even worse, in your class. Because guys, after it goes bad, the two of you, you're gonna meet, be sitting next to each other, etc. It works for some people, and those are the lasting relationships where they end up getting married, etc. But honestly, it doesn't work for everyone, and having to meet up with your demons every time you go to class is just gonna make you not go to class. So definitely do not date anyone in your class. But guys, this is really a time to see yourself grow, to get to know who you really are, to try everything and anything, to make your best friends. Guys, these are the nights where no one actually worries about what time we go to sleep, but just make sure you go to class the next day. But really, no one cares either. So enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. Have a blast. Just do everything. Dye your hair red, change your name to George. You know, also, if you're trying to change your name from high school, this is the time to do it. Come in and introduce yourself as Carol if you don't like Catherine. So yeah, guys, I really am so excited for all the first years starting this journey. It's so wonderful. You may meet your husband here. You'll just I loved first year. I lived for first year. It was the best time of my life, and I would honestly do it all over again. But the most important thing in all of this is to not forget why you're actually here. So yeah, guys, comment down below if anyone has like more first year advice to give for the first years, or if you want to share your first year experience. I know I messed up big time in my first year because I didn't know the requirements. But yeah, guys, I realized when it was too late. But honestly, guys, but I'm still here. But honestly, guys, just have fun. Leave the comments down below. Like this video, get it to 100 likes, get the page to 100 subscribers, and I will see you very soon. Oh, I also wanted to add that I think from now on, I'll be uploading on a Wednesday, on a Monday and a Wednesday. I've seen my class schedule, and these 2 days seem like the best days. So expect videos from me on a Monday and a Wednesday. We join Just Cakes. It's Just Cakes Day. And yeah, from me, Cakes, I love you so much, guys, and thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe.